working? You doing it? Yes. Great. Hmm. All right. Oh, went too far. Whoa, that's not a time. Let's go to like 3. Mm-hmm. Wait, what the hell? Come on, load. I got it to work before. No, don't do it instantly. That's why it's freaking out. It's trying to load too much shit. Alright, now you've had enough time to load. Are you working? Alright, so this is interesting. Lots of people just taking profits as soon as... Whoa. So we'll go to Workhorse in a minute, but I thought about this. I wanted to go back and look at the shareholder attack since that data is finally loaded now. Unfortunately, the chart isn't loading, but I got the time and trades going right here. So we remember like it happened around 104. Holy shit, here we go. So what's interesting is it's pulling back a little bit. Some people just taking profits. But you see, like, I don't know. Whoa, here we go. So 3% stop loss maybe. Just got hit. Then I don't know. Anytime I just see lots of hundreds, it's suspect, but yeah, what's going on, peeps? Alright, so this is like right around when it was happening. We're already down 4% right now. 2,000. So 511. So maybe a 4% stop on that. Lots of people panicking because they're seeing red. Running blind. All the little odd number hoodie accounts. Where's the red though? See, this time frame seems a little off. Because we're at 7% now. Where's the big guy? 11. Or actually, you know what? Maybe we should do this. Should pause this. Equal to or greater than like 500. Let's do that. And then I'm going to roll it back a minute or two. What's up, Joe? What's up, Joe Evans? Welcome to the stream, dude. I know it says Workhorse. We'll get to that. I thought of this since I was in the on-demand feature. I was like, let me go back and look at the attack in the shareholder meeting. Oh. Hello. What does that equal? 34,641 times, what is that? 47. What? Did I do that right? Holy shit, dude. That's wild. Alright, we gotta get the times and trades working though. It's just so buggy right now. I don't know why. It's because this ticker's dead, basically. Try a different day, and then we'll come back. And then we'll let it think. But yeah, look at that, man. There's lots of big accounts that just had a couple percentage, like a 3-4% stop loss set. Or actually, no, don't go by that, because this is completely different. Alright, you gonna load now? We living? We living or we living? Just thinking about it. Just thinking about doing some stuff. Alright. Have you thought long enough? Did I get... There. How about that? There we go. Now it's rolling. Now we can see what's going on without all the clutter. So there's a 4% stop loss that got hit right there. Let's see when this hits 5. See, there's a 5%. I don't know, 6 is kind of a weird number. Oh, 7% looked like a stop loss. Look at all that fucking red, man. And I have it choked down. We're not seeing all the orders coming through right now. We're just seeing big ones. 8%, 9%. Come on. Oh, there we go. That's wild though. Where's the big one at? It's not showing us the. Oh, there it is. If you just got here, that was a. What was it at? Was it a 10% stop loss, guys? $1.6 million. Jeez. All right. Let's go trade them. Let's go trade the peeps. Oh, shit. Come on. Great. They don't have that data loaded yet. Alright. Someone give me a, someone open up a workhorse chart and give me a time frame where they're popping a little bit. So I'm not cheating. I mean, I could load this time right here and we could like play this and look at the technicals and see maybe when to get out if you want. But it might be more fair if you just kind of pick something I'm not looking at, and then I'll jump to the time. What do you think, Joe? Hit me with the time, bro. Or anyone? Peeps? Someone? Time frame? I can pick one. Alright, then let's find a rocket ship. Alright. That morning was crazy. What is that? The 8th? Sure, why not? Unless y'all want to give me a time frame, I'll hit that instead. Or we don't even have to play Workhorse. We could play something else. We could play SBI. That shit was wild. Alright, so we gotta roll it back a little bit. Put it on the 1 minute. We'll go to like 9. Yeah, the sell-off today was kind of interesting. It was good news. All right, hang on. And I guess it depends on like which one of these that you read. Let's see. I saw that one already. Because basically what this said was they're going to do, it's not even an offering. It's basically they're getting a loan for shares, but they don't hit until 2014, or not 2014, 2024. So it's like those notes have 4 years to mature, and then if they do certain things, you know, the interest rate on those notes is less, you know, so it's a good deal for them. I think maybe people just got scared because they were expecting to see something about this contract and they didn't, and maybe they saw this and they're like, wait, why are they getting money to help fund other things if they're supposed to be getting a slice of this contract? That's the only thing I can figure, because it doesn't really make sense. You know, if you look at what we saw this morning, and this news wire came out at 8 highlighting this. And so right at 8 this happened. And So one thought is we've broke this resistance right here. And other than kind of this level in here, you know, you saw a lot of see a lot of wicking right here, and you also see wicking here. So there's a lot of resistance as they're approaching their all-time high over there. So, you know, when you cross this zone, you're kind of in the take profits region. If you look at the bands here, it's kind of trading outside of the bands, signaling that it might be, you know, overbought. Well, it is overbought, but just signaling that it's in a range that might sell off. Same thing with down here. You know, if it breaks down into this range, it's probably a buy range. But you have to kind of see the angle of all the different things and determine that. But yeah, that's the only thing I can figure, man. They're kind of running above one of their levels here. You know, they already had shot up a pretty decent percent, you know, on Friday and in the pre-market, and so that's just some good old profit taking and maybe just people seeing news and it's not the news that they wanted, you know, and just taking profits at that point because you don't know what's going to happen. That's my guess. Got calls for 27. And, you know, did you see that video I just put out on them? Look at this shit, man. This is wild. That is $70 million in contracts right there. I mean, not in premiums, but like in the exercise contracts. That's 70 million. Whoop. Okay. My calculator would work. 23,353. Whatever, close enough. Times 100 shares. Times $30 a share. It's fucking wild. So yeah, it was a lot of money saying that this thing is going to be in the upper ranges. I mean, there's a lot of volume at the highest strike at 45. You know, the volume at 40 and 45 is actually more than that right there. So I mean, there's hundreds of millions of dollars betting that this thing finishes the week, you know, well over 30 basically. You know what I mean? Like, it's you know, don't follow this. You know, when you see this, it's not like, oh, I'm going to go with the crowd and buy that. I mean, yes, you could do that. And that's kind of how I do my YOLO options trades on my on-demand account, just for like fun and practicing. Or one of the ways I did it. That's how I got like my really good Tesla option. But yeah, you know, just just look what the crowd's doing. It's just interesting. It's just another little indicator for you to kind of see where other investors' heads are at. You know, and then you look over here on the put side and you look at the volume, and it's just, I mean, sure, it's there, but you look at these numbers over here and it's just not the same. I mean, there's 4 times as many calls as there is puts. And it's crazy because this number drastically increased today. If you look at my video I put out last night, like right before I went to bed, I brought up this menu here and like did some calculations down there, and these have like almost doubled since, and this is like quadrupled since, or even more. I don't remember what it was, but it's way higher now. A serious nutty, yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Not my thing on speculative plays. I'm down for options on, you know, buy the rumor, sell the news kind of scenario, but I don't fuck with it. Alright, so someone give me a timestamp to go to so I'm not cheating. I mean, we don't even have to do workhorse. I just need a timestamp where they're popping in the morning. we can let it run up and kind of fast forward until we get to a sketchy point or sketchy points and like look at the technicals and be like, yeah, it looks like it's time to get the fuck out. So what you think? Where are we going? Wish some guys would do that for Eileen. Yeah, I mean, frankly, Workhorse has, I don't know, I wouldn't say they have more going for them, but I feel like there's a lot more last mile delivery vehicles than there is, the big semis. So and the fact that they have, what is it? There's videos of UPS drivers. I don't know about FedEx, but there's definitely UPS drivers, you know, just cruising around in some workhorse ones. So I don't know. You don't see that many Hylions out there. But then again, they're not as common. You're gonna have a lot more last mile deliveries than you are the bigger fish. Plus, we got a bad rap, man. These guys weren't a spec. They've been around for, you know, a long time. Which I think we found that out last night, lol. Alright, y'all aren't giving me a time. I'm gonna make a time. What seems like the 90s? I'm a 90s baby, baby. Maybe that's why. $9:16. All right, what time at 9:16 though? When was the pop so I can go like a couple minutes before it and we can look at what's happening. Okay, so like this is when their big pop started. I don't know because I wasn't really following them that much in this range, but everything always pops right here. So pre-market in the first hour, and here come the market orders. Look at all them shits. It blows my mind that people place those. Let's run this thing up a little bit, and I'll flip these on sometimes, like just to do like little checks. But for like day trading, intraday trading, I like a short study with just some really tight tolerance SMAs or daily SMAs rather. Like I got a 9 and a 2 here, and then my 180 is my major axis that I look at. 9-1, okay. All right. I don't want to do a market buy. Whatever, we're market buying. Okay, that's good. I like that. This is gonna give me a shit fill, but whatever. Alright, so we're gonna be working with 1,000 shares. I'm gonna get 200 right now. Whatever, just do it. So I'm getting in a little bit right now because I'm not sure if this thing is gonna keep running down or it's about to shoot back up. You see a lot of wicking right here. There's a power struggle there, but we got some wicking, some buy support trying to shift this up. Oh, yeah, this might be the time to I don't know. Actually, I'm not ready yet. Got some wicking. See, we're breaking above that SMA a little bit right now, even though it's red still. Ooh. I'm in. Whoop. Oh, I don't want to do it. Gotta zoom out a little bit. I wasn't looking at the Mac. It's okay, that's why we don't pull the trigger on 1,000 shares all at once. I'm like, might correct. Just buy a little bit. Because worst comes to worst and this thing goes to like 16, then you just buy a shit ton at 16 and then ride the overreaction, and then at least you can either close like a little green, or it depends on how much the swing is, but you might be able to make a little bit even. Hmm. Yeah, that's not good. I really should have been looking at that. But where else is our support at? It bounced in this range before. It bounced over here. Alright, I'm going to buy a shit ton at, I'm yellowing at 1741. Might have got a little aggressive in there. The angle this thing is going, it's going to keep running down. Let's fast forward a little bit. Come on, find your bottom. Oh. Yep. Like, eh. I really want to see that cross before I hit it. Because we've came down a lot. And it's starting to, well, look how we're so oversold too. Nine one wasn't a great day. It's all good, man. It's not about giving me a good day. It's about the stuff. All right, here we go. I'm liking that. So see, we got this. This candle is completely crossed the. Hang on, we're going in. All right, so this candle was our first red flag here. We see it crossing the orange. That's the really aggressive one. But then this one is almost free floating above the orange and touching the bluethin. So we crossed the blue a little bit, but we have some downwards pressure. Holy red candle. Well, I'm tapped out. I already bought my 1,000 shares, so we just got to let it ride at this point. So let's cheat. Let's just see what happens. Huh? That's looking good. See, and I even did what I said I wasn't going to do. I said I want to see the MAC. I want to see this blue, the momentum shift and cross and go into like buy or control zone. You see, like as soon as it crosses, we start getting the green. Even though we're getting, some red candles, the momentum is shifting. So let's roll it forward again. You use TTM? I don't know what that is. Here we go. Let's see. Well, I have 1,000 shares, right? So if my average is about 1740, I don't know. You could have made $500 selling right there, but Papa always said great is good. No, don't listen to me. Always take profits. But this isn't quite sketchy enough for me yet. I would rather close a little bit lower than grab a couple hundred. I'll let it ride a little bit longer, and instead of taking 5, you say, well, I'll go for 8 and take 3, and that's my gamble, but I'm closing it if I get to, only plus 300 or whatever. But that's looking good. Curling a little bit right there. That's not great. It's in the studies. Um. Which one? Squeeze, wave, trend? I haven't used it, but we can check it out for sure. Which one of these is it? Oh, the squeeze. Yeah, I don't know. So is this similar to the Mac? It just kind of shows you like the differentiation of the volume in and out as it relates to the RSI, or I just like the Mac because it makes more sense to me. You can see just like the flow a lot better. But I guess if you're used to reading that, I don't know, that at a glance looks a lot more appealing. Man, it didn't even run on this day, did it? This is what I get for not checking. Well, damn, I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm going to take profits. I'm out. And other people are doing the same. I thought we were going to have like a run. Is it not run today at all? Okay. So if I sold over here, I would probably buy back in here at this point. Because you see how we were so low on the Mac, and that momentum is moving up, and we actually managed to run up a decent bit here. And now that the Mac is swaying back into the negative, but it's going green again, it's like it's all about the angle. You see, so like see how much farther this has to come up in order for it to cross into this, the upper zone of the positive Mac. Well, now that we're approaching a much lower level, the buyers are going to get control a lot sooner. So this thing has the ability to run a lot easier. Hmm. Bollinger Bands registered. Wow, did it actually register that for you? Hmm. Interesting. It's not liking it, huh? I feel like you're gonna like it. You're not liking it. All right. I would have dropped it again. So that would have been a bad play right there. But you don't wait to see what happens. You just get out. Just get the fuck out. You don't hold the bag. Man, I feel like I've been set up. I wanted to play like an SPI rocket ship. Alright. So is today a run? Today ain't running. gotta get this study out of here. But interesting though. Red dots in the blue at 10:15 a.m. Here, I'll leave it. The red dots under the blue line. Interesting, and you notice right there the angle that this line is approaching, it changes at that point. I wonder if that has anything to do with that. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, thanks, man. I'll check this thing out a little bit. It's kind of cool. I don't know. We're in overbought realm, though. That's not good. So it's not. Does it have any red when it's overbought? Oversold? This is good though, right here. See, we finally this is starting to bend a little bit. We're starting to get a knee. Love to see it. You know, so you can see we talked about grabbing some more shares there, selling like in here. That would have been a couple $100 play. Wouldn't have been amazing. Might have missed this, but the risk was managed, right? It's not about getting a big pull every time. It's about getting safe pulls consistently. Do you like do you normally overlap yours? That's what I really like about Thinkorswim. They got these cursors, you know, the little, it goes completely across the screen in either direction, and then when you get multiple charts up, you can track everything and see how things correlate. All right. So this is good. And this was even better. We didn't point that out. We were distracted. So where did we buy at? We bought it like 740. You know, so we figured that this was a bottom just because of how far it fell. I don't need my RSI that big. And we charted some resistance points and support levels here. I guess we didn't draw this one, but we charted this and we said, well, we got a lot of support. It bounced here, and it bounced here, and there as well. And that's where we bought at. If you're just now joining us, that is. And we rode this, and we closed because we were only running on 2 daily SMAs here. If we had crossing with this as well, I probably would have been willing to hold longer, but because we were kind of trading underneath that knee right there, I just said, well, that's good enough. You know, this was a semi-clean run right here, trading above both SMAs, and then we crossed here, you know, got our first red candle. Decided to get greedy and said, well, I'm not happy with 500 profit. I'll wait and take 300, or I'll take even more. And it's kept trading down, so you know we It took like 3 or 400. And now this thing's running up again. This is what would be another great time to buy. You could have just waited on the 140 fill completely and just waited until you got all three crossing. And not only that, but like right around here you were starting to see it flatten out and bend. So you got the MAC going for you. Overbought, not great. But you got positive upwards momentum. And you got 3 indicators right there, and they're crossing all of them. And this thing's just flying now, man. Like, I'm impatient. I want to fast forward, but I don't want to roll past it again and then remember where it starts to pop at. I'm torn. Yeah, no, I mean, would it have been nice to catch this one? Yeah, but truthfully, if I would have sold back there and it would have been liquid and watching it, and I saw this happening right here, maybe I wouldn't have bought in here. But once you have all three, you got, some positive upward momentum right there. And then as you keep moving in here, like, yes, it's consolidating and trading a little bit sideways for a couple minutes here. But that whole time, we're staying above. We crossed a little bit there, but we're still in the positive side of the MAC. And we got the knee. I fucking love knees, dude. Get away. Get out of there. Got some wicking. Yeah. Yeah, get him out of there. Ha! Wow, look how small that trading window is. The power struggle. Eh. I mean, we're blowing off some steam. We're overbought. But that's not good. I'm out. And what happens if we stayed? Tell him what he's won. Whoa. Meh. A pull is a pull. How much higher does it run today? Yeah, man, nice. Had a good day. Look how high it's trading above the RSI. Sketchy. Super overbought. What else? Let's see when it crashes. Ooh. So if you had a higher risk tolerance than me and you were more ballsy and you were holding it up here, this is when I would start to be worried, because we had a good chance at pulling back over here, but we didn't. We kind of ran up. But now we have this starting to cross, and the blue line crossed back here too, mind you, so we lost control to a degree on this session. Is it going to bounce again, though? Holy bouncerine. See, that's the thing. I think that this is what lots of people hope for when they bag hold. They're like, oh no, I'm seeing red, and I don't want to sell because what if it does this? Fuck what ifs. When you're trading with your entire account and you're putting thousands of dollars on the line, no what ifs, man. Clean runs, take profits. Whoa, it's going super quick. It's tripping out. Because you know what, you'll regret not jumping on things and, you know, oh, I should have played SPI, I should have played this, I should have played that. But there's nothing that feels worse than just absolutely blowing up a trade and just getting your ass handed to you. There's no reason to expose yourself to that kind of risk, man. Yeah. But that's the thing, right? So if it fakes you out, you don't know what's going to happen. You know that you're seeing some indicators that are telling you it's going to go to the downside, and each time that we saw those indicators, it did. But you don't know how much buy support is there, especially when something is like starting to break out, right? Where was our... Yeah, so like this was our all-time high in here that we were locked into for a couple of days. We're trading under it. We broke it and traded in that region for like 2 days. And then once they finally creased that again, see, they had a lot of volume on this day too. It's not like, well, actually, if you look back at these days, these 2 days have a lot more volume. But then again, you had a whole weekend of, you know, hype. A bit of a Philly fake out indeed. Wait, I want that. I don't want this. Why? Dreamin', what minute do you use? What's your time frame? I kind of flip around. I'll like check the 1 minute. I'll like watch it as I'm trading, but I like to look back at some of the bigger time frames and see, you know, even like right here, you go to the 1 hour, 20 day, and you can see that every time it does this, right, pops up, Mac goes crazy, consolidates, trades down, and then like this day right here, you could have said, well, we've been trading sideways for days now. I don't know if there's any catalyst that happened, but regardless of that, this day right here doesn't really look any different from this day. But the momentum is shifting. And what happens the next day? They run up. End of the day or next day, a couple of days, running down, consolidating. Do we have some cross action down there? Got some crossery? Yeah, a little bit of crossery right there. So you could have said that it went up a little bit on this day. Guess where did it open? It opened at 16 and closed at... Yeah, so it didn't even have like a crazy green day on that one. but the MAC had shifted on a large chart. You know, if you go to the 1 hour or the 1 minute, and we'll put it on, 20 days. Now we just got to find where the fuck we were at. Oh god, I don't even know where I am anymore. 20 hour. Where were we? We were right there on the 8:17. So we'll go 1 minute. Oh, 1 minute. Then do 30 days. Oh, there's my thing. Well, 8:17. There. So we're pretty much trading sideways. 8:17 is the day it pops. So here's the day before. Closed green, but traded sideways pretty much through the post-market and the pre-market the next day. And so this is why the time frame is important. If you're looking at the 1 minute and you're looking at this, I mean, it just kind of looks like over in here. But if you scroll back and you look at your 20-day 1 hour, you can say, well, hey, hang on. I know what happened last time that it did this. It ran up. So you could buy here and literally just ride this momentum up. Sell there as you see it crossing. This starts to ride down. Consolidating. Starts to ramp up a little bit. Buy there. Pops up. Momentum crosses. So, you could have sold over in here and got a little bit more money, but this blue line is trading above the yellow still, so the buyers are still winning. I wouldn't trade yet, but as soon as you get to this point, it's the sellers are in control now because the yellow line is on top. This thing's going to keep going down. Because this chart, it's a lot broader data. It's not taking in as much points as this will. So this factors in, the intraday volatility. This factors in the overall general direction. Use 1 in the morning. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Same here, bro. Well, that's it for tonight's stream, boys. Thanks for stopping by. It's been real. We got a Discord now. Link is in. It's in the last video. It's in the description of the last couple of videos, so hit that thing and do that stuff. And yes. Catch you later, peeps.